What up, everybody? Steve Fields here, once again, aka Thug Geek, here with Fonzarelli and our special guest slash CMO of BSN TV, Kimberly Ware, aka Kimmiko. This is Pop BS episode 15. It's our last episode before we take our break for season one, and we're gonna let Kimmiko introduce herself. Kimmiko, tell everybody who you are.
Hey, my name's Kimmiko. I'm a Twitch streamer or was one. I got to get back into it. You can hit me up on twitch.tv/Kimmiko. I mainly, I embrace the gaming culture, the art culture, and the music culture. So you'll usually see me out and about in conventions, hanging out,
Mm.
helping with all kinds of amazing, things that people do, like from events to recording uh, people like behind the scenes and things like that. So yeah, that's me in a nutshell as far as
Well,
what I
yeah,
like to do.
whatever. She does way more than that, y'all. She is the key. She is the key to making shit happen. I'm known her for years now, and she is the key. Like she used to help with our Smash Thursday event that got off the ground. Like
Hmm.
she is the behind the scenes person that you go to make moves, and that's an understatement of what she fucking does. Like she is out here in these streets for real, especially in the streets of Atlanta, whether it's Dragon Con, I mean any gaming event, really, with the
Or music event,
GGDA,
yeah,
Controller Rise. Like she is out. If it's gaming in Atlanta, you gotta go through her. Put it that way. Period.
getting there. I'm very humble. Sorry, guys.
Yeah, I don't know why. It's like she that shit. She that shit. But yeah, she's definitely. It's fantastic to have her on board. I mean, we are gonna be making some great moves. So super excited to have her on the team. But what we got this week, Fonzarelli?
Well, I do want to start off with so nobody knows it. Well, I feel like nobody knows it, but a lot of people do know it. I have
Mm-hmm.
been spectating League of Legends since 2014, and I have never picked up the mouse and keyboard to play just once. I just really love watching. So, of course, I'm watching Worlds right now, and the knockoff stage is tomorrow. And I want to let you know that day 4 is going to be Galatasaray Esports
Mm-hmm.
versus Beyond Gaming, and then Peace Gaming versus the Red Canids Kalunga. And I'm really excited. So I wanted to let you know that was going on October 8th. And then day 5, which is going to be Saturday, it's going to be Hunwell Life Esports and the winner of the match from the day before
Mm-hmm.
of the first one, and then Cloud9 and the winner of the second match. And I got to tell you, I think Galatasaray Esports is going to be my favorite to go for it all. But I know Cloud9 is
Yeah, I'm
the
gonna say
obvious.
Cloud Nine is gonna win it as usual because Cloud Nine is that shit. Cloud Nine is fire. They just on point. Like
I'm
look,
confident that this year is the year that Cloud9 gets dethroned. And I'm not afraid to say it. And I'm not afraid to look dumb if they end up winning again, anyways, because you know what? I think their time is coming. It's been too
nah,
long.
they too damn dope. Like the most they know that game. Like they're in and out. They make it happen. I mean they're dope. I mean it is what it is. I can't help it. Like it's like when
I'm
people
not
just like
saying
go
I'm
ahead.
not saying that they aren't dope, but I think that this year is truly the year of the underdog.
The underdog.
Yes, I think LNG is the underdog favorite to win, but I don't even think they're not in the knockout stage from the next 2 days.
Right, and this is
So
where esports betting is important.
yes, I do not participate in esports betting. I'm actually watching a lot of sports documentaries that revolve around like betting schemes right
Mm-hmm.
now, so it's just kind of best for me to like stay away. Counter Strike Global Operative also has like its own like betting scheme,
Yep.
like esports scheme going on with the FBI being involved.
Mm-hmm.
So it's not really
I mean,
something
people
I want to
understand it.
touch right now.
And it's the reason why Vegas is like the number one for esports because it's literally because of the betting. Because Vegas has realized like, yo, your mom and dad's grandparents are dying off. Like they're looking at us to be coming on board because we love gaming. And guess what? Vegas is all about gaming. So they're like, yo, let's hand in hand. So yeah, Vegas is going to continue to grow because the esports betting is the major reason why esports is where it's at now. Players are throwing that $2,000, that $20,000 on the game, getting that bread ski. I mean, I've never bet that high. That's just ridiculous. I mean, I'm not a. I mean, I play poker and stuff, but I'm not really a better like that. It's better chances where I rather play in a tournament than actually play bet somebody. But who knows? Who knows?
Have you ever
But
been to a casino, Kimmiko, or played like slots or anything like that? I'm just asking. I mean, we're already talking about Las Vegas because here's the thing: is that like honestly, like with being, I mean, I'm still like a noob. I'm going on like, I
Mhm.
mean, like I'm like on a year, kind of like, I mean, I'm on like a little over a year in the industry at this point, give or take like a couple months. But like, I just know it just feels like all games are like gaming. It's like you play a board game, like that's gaming. Play a slot machine in a casino, I feel like that's gaming.
It
You
is.
play
It is. It's
craps,
gaming.
that's gaming. Like,
Yep.
Well, Konami and quite a few other gaming companies actually do create slot games.
Yeah, that's what
They are
Nintendo's known
really
for.
fun. They're
Yep.
really fun. And there's actually developers in Georgia that make slot games that are pretty cool. I forgot Arista, I think, or there's a couple of them I can't
Mhm.
think offhand. But as far as casino games, yeah, I
Right.
enjoy casino games, especially the newer ones where they're making it interactive, more pop
Mhm.
culture driven. So you'll see some that have Lord of the Rings, or of course Monopoly,
Right.
Wheel of Fortune,
Price
even
is right.
yeah, even they got this one is really cool. Was it Game of Thrones? The Game of
Yep.
Thrones has really cool like scenarios, so it really feels like you're playing a game, but it's slots by chance. And even now with the casinos, most of them are lottery based, so it's almost like you have a lottery card behind it. It's just making the animation of whether you're going to win or not, you know.
that's so cool. It's kind of funny that you mentioned like the Game of Thrones slots game because I actually play the mobile Game of Thrones slots game, but I've never seen like an actual like casino Game of Thrones slots game, so that's why I have it downloaded. But I have played a Wonder Woman slots game before. So,
Speaking of
Mm.
Game of Thrones, didn't something happen this week when we finally saw a teaser trailer? Where
Mm.
oh
everybody's
god,
upset about a black House of Targaryen? Like, are y'all serious? I'm mad about that. Like,
man.
dude,
Okay,
like he's the sea dude. Like he is, like he's more than just that. Like he's a beast. For those that read the books and stuff, this dude is a monster. Like
I
he's not
am
Ned
once
Stark. Go for it.
I am once again telling everybody to please at least read this book before the spinoff comes out. The spinoff, House of the Dragon, is based off of George R.R. Martin's Book 1 Targaryen anthology Fire and Blood, which will take you through the first 130 years. What we will see in House of the Dragon happens towards the end of Fire and Blood, but there's not really spoilers if you've read the book
Right.
because you
It's a
already know
prequel.
what
Yeah.
happens and how it happens. But here's what we do know. We do know that we did see 3 separate houses in the
Mm-hmm.
teaser trailer. We saw House Hightower in the form of Otto Hightower. We saw House Valerion, which is, yes, the Black Westerosi house everyone is upset about. Just look at Black Targaryen on Twitter and you'll see like a list of people excited and then a list of people who think it's like a diverse casting and a list of people who just feel like it just doesn't
Well,
belong.
and the thing is though, like a lot you understand, like a lot of I hate to say it, but a lot of people hate seeing black characters where they think the whole world is so white. I mean, happened the
Yes.
same thing with the new Many Saints of Newark, which is the new Sopranos movie. Everybody's mostly bitching about it because it's the main black character that's saying to be all about Italians. And I loved it. Like, it's fantastic. I'm like, oh, they finally brought in black folks in The Sopranos. Like, even though it was a few episodes with them in it, so I get the hate. I mean, but I love the taste of those tears. They taste delicious. But I'm excited. I'm excited for everything this is going to bring. I mean, the haters going to hate. You mad. But hey, I feel like it's going to be. And this dude's not Ned Stark. He's no punk bitch.
No, Corlys the Sea
Yeah.
Snake Valerion is not someone you want to play with. I always wonder if maybe he would be Jaime Lannister if Jaime played the Game of Thrones properly.
You know, I think he's a better. Honestly, he's a better Littlefinger.
You think so?
Yeah, because Littlefinger was dangerous until he got caught slipping.
I would make that argument for how strong. But we'll have to talk about. Are you a Game of Thrones fan, Kimiko? I'm just prattling along.
Um, I haven't watched it.
Oh, that's
Oh, it's
okay.
all good.
No,
It's all
don't
good.
put me. If
Fonz
I don't
has
say
been
that,
actually in
I
Star
don't like
Wars.
saying
You're
things.
good.
I have seen 5, 6, 7 on Star Wars, like all 5, 6, 7 at least on the classics. The classics,
So you haven't
Well, at
watched any
least
of the
you've
7,
seen
8,
Star
9?
Wars.
huh?
You haven't watched 7, 8, 9 at all? Oh
Mm-mm,
my
not
god.
yet, not yet.
You want to
But
have
at
a,
least you've
I've
seen
been,
Star
I've been,
Wars.
I've been on Apex Legends and Rogue Company and all these video games, and I've been playing like a lot of games that are that you just can't absolutely win. You just die. Like for instance, Rust, the
Hmm.
survival game Rust. I've been
Oh
playing that.
yeah.
I have an interest in going back into Daisy. I was there during early access,
Hmm.
and Daisy has gotten themselves off of it. And then there's like a lot of new games that people have been trying to get me to play, but I haven't really caught on to
All I
the
know is I
addiction.
want y'all to be playing Back for Blood next week because Back for Blood comes out and it's
Hmm.
cross-platform, and we
Yes.
better be on this because I
Oh
love the
yeah.
Yeah.
beta. I played both betas. This shit was
Yes, yes.
fire.
The beta was nothing but a tease though, for real.
Yeah, yeah,
Like I was like, is that it?
yeah.
Is that
I
it? And so I
know.
had
It was kind of
now
short because it's only 2 levels.
yeah, but
Yeah.
But
okay,
the key to the game though is just like any left, like just a left. You gotta have a good squad. You can't just have people. Like, I hate
absolutely.
playing with randos. Oh my god, randos ruin
I
the freaking
love
game.
randos. That's how I
I love
make
playing with randos too. I
okay,
feel like
so
that's how I
Why?
get good.
You die more because you got the guy
Okay.
running off by himself like he's a
No.
freaking hero. It's like no, bro.
Nope.
maybe it's because I may have not so well played friends that play with me. But when I go with
Shit.
randos, they're really good at what they do. Okay, so
I'm here for
here's a
survival. I want to survive.
guilty pleasure. Guilty pleasure.
Hmm.
I am a Left 4 Dead 2 fan all the way.
Ooh.
Uh I have clocked over 2,000 hours of that game since 2014.
Yep,
Wow.
same here.
Yeah.
I was playing the shit out
So
of it.
with Left 4 Dead 2, man, they had some elements later after the game was really being polished. They had people who created pro mod, and
Hmm.
so basically there were modded games where you can kind of play in a tournament style PVE,
Hmm.
no PvP style, whereas yeah, and also they had people doing times, so they'll play like a certain type of classic mode where they try to survive as long as they can.
Yeah.
So unfortunately, I only was able to survive them all for like 59 minutes. That was hard. Like the highest
So was it like horde or something that you were playing?
it
Horde
was
mode?
it's almost like horde mode, but it's called survival. So
Yeah.
it has a clock and everything. But
Yeah.
they would have it I would have it where I think the highest one at my time was 218 minutes.
Damn,
And they
somebody's really playing this shit that long?
yes, they were like literally jumping over and it's running in circles for that many minutes,
Damn.
and it
Were they
was
doing a
like
lot of
crazy.
melee or just everything was all guns?
It was a mixture. Like you had to have melee for the smokers. You had to cut the tongues and stuff,
Yeah.
and then you also
Woo!
had like most of us preferred snipers or shotguns.
Yeah.
You had to have really good timing for the shotguns, but the snipers you can kill things a lot quicker.
Yeah.
So when Back for Blood came on, and I started playing like the different, like going against the characters and stuff. I did see a lot of similarities,
Yeah.
but at the same time, man, the guns are a little different for sure for Back for Blood. I think the guns are
Yeah, I like
more
they
closer.
have a lot of automatics. That's me. Like I love it.
Yeah.
Got my SMG in there. I like to spray down. I like to come in there and and we're clear.
I'm super terrible at first person shooters, but Back for Blood is like a really good like first person shooter that like I could get behind. I did the beta because I wanted to try it. And it was my cousin's birthday that weekend, and he's like 15. So I was like, please try this video game with me and see if it's any good. Like, because I'm terrible and you play these kinds of games.
Yeah.
So we did, though. And like, we did the campaign together, and it was like really good. And I caught on to the controls and like how to shoot really quick. And I have a hard time in like something like Call of Duty,
Mhm.
or Fortnite or something like that. So
I
I
mean, what
thought
did
the
you use?
controls were.
What was your gameplay style? 'Cause I love the card battle system they added to the game. Like I love that shit because that changes your whole gameplay.
Yeah, so it took me a while to figure out the card system.
Hmm.
But I did kind of use that a lot. I made sure that I had I made sure that I had like more like medicine than like
Yeah, more
anything
health.
else.
I always
Yeah.
make sure we
So
had good
help.
ammo and plus ammo too. Like I was always to make
Yeah.
sure I had team level up stuff so that we like yeah,
And
we're getting through this.
my favorite character to use was Mom, actually, because she started out with a shotgun, which I
Mhm.
liked, and then once I upgraded, to like a better shotgun, it was, oh man, it was
Yeah,
the
the
best.
automatic shot, it shuts shit down.
What was
Yeah.
your opinion on I guess I don't know how you call it. Is it like a third person shooter where it's over your shoulder?
Over the shoulder, like,
Uh
yeah, Gears? All day.
yeah.
That's all day.
No, like World War Z.
I've actually really wanted to try World War Z, but
I played it once and I was like, this shit's disgusting, and I stopped playing it.
I
Mm.
did play a third-person shooter on Xbox with a now ex of mine, and I can't really remember what it was called, but I don't know. It's one of those games where like the weapons kind of like hover in the air and you have to like walk over them to pick them up, and then you shoot like the other team. It's kind of like I wish I knew the
Doesn't
name
it sound
of it.
familiar, though? Weapons hovering. I don't know, it sounds like Quake and Doom.
Like I can picture it like in my head because the graphics weren't very good. It was very retro looking. I'm so
I
sorry.
want to say Valorant.
Like I'm trying so hard to describe it to you, and I just
I wanna
can't
say
like.
Valorant
I
so
just
bad.
can't. I really just can't like name it. No, like I just can't like. I really can't.
What do you think
of
it
the
is,
name of
Kimmiko?
for the life of me?
What?
But it was
What
like a
was?
third.
She said it was a third person where something's hovering over. What?
Weapons hover when you die. That could be Call
Yeah,
of
where like the
Duty.
weapons are like hovering. Like,
Like people drop weapons when they die, right?
well, it's not called. I don't know if it was Call of Duty. Well, they're like hovering, like where you have to like pick them up. Like somebody doesn't necessarily have to die for you to like drop them. They're like around the arena, so to
Man,
speak.
that could be PUBG. That could be a lot of different games.
Yeah, that could
Like you
be
walk around and
Apex.
Yep.
That could be Fortnite.
but the graphics are terrible.
It's got to be
Oh.
PUBG. Those some games that's got shitty
Definitely.
graphics.
Oh my.
I'll call it what it is. Hey, I'm not a PUBG fan. It blows my mind people play that freaking game. But once again, Fortnite copied the
Poor
shot the
PUBG.
game. But we're not going to talk about that today. Yes, people, if you didn't know,
Speaking of
Fortnite is a direct
Speaking
duplicate
of good graphics, though,
Yeah.
Fortnite is a direct duplicate of what again?
Fortnite's literally a direct copy of PUBG. I mean, PUBG is literally built on the Unreal Engine. It's Unreal Unity. I think it's Unity. No,
A lot of good games are built in Unreal Engine.
Yeah, but this one was like Fortnite was. I don't think we had this conversation, but Fortnite was actually made to be a survival game where you literally built a fort at night and you survived the night.
Yeah, we did. Yeah, Dirty talked about this with us when he was a guest earlier in the season. Yeah, he did talk about that. I didn't know it at the time either. I think that's weird.
Yep, and then they saw the numbers and they was like, "Oh shit!"
Speaking of like good graphics, though, I do want to talk about. I do want to talk about the final Smash Bros. Presentation where we saw a variety of gameplay and the ultimate reveal of Sora from Kingdom Hearts being the final downloadable fighter for Super Smash Bros. Ultimate on the Nintendo Switch.
Boo that man. Boo.
Boo.
Yeah, I'm not a fan. Like, I really want to.
But a lot of people's dreams came true with this
What
decision.
dreams? It's another freaking SquareSoft character. Like, come on now. We already got Cloud and Sephiroth. I'm happy with that. Really needed Sora. Like, I wanted Crash.
A lot of people.
Crash Bandicoot, and we had every single mascot of every game on this fucking game. That would have been fantastic to have Crash.
Well, if I can be real with you for a moment,
real.
the other side of the story that nobody. The other side of the story that people aren't telling is that Sora's inclusion to the game is really a long time coming. So there was a poll between October in 2015 where they asked, what character do you want to be added to Super Smash Bros. For the Wii U and the 3DS? And the most popular character that was voted in that poll 6 years ago was Sora from Kingdom Hearts. But it took them 6 years to do it. And obviously they didn't include any character from the poll because they had been saving the results not intentionally for this moment.
Mm.
So I imagine
it's not that many Crash fans. I guess I'm the original PlayStation guy over here that wanted to see Crash. Oh, I mean, it would have been great. No. Crash versus Sonic, Crash versus Pac-Man. Like, oh my god.
What do you guys think of the idea of the new Nickelodeon All-Star Brawl, though?
I was once a fan, but now that I've actually played it, this is the most unpolished, unready game that needs to get back into the lab. Like, it has potential, But this shit was so fucking rushed. It's honestly it's subpar. There's no voiceovers at all in the game, and so it's just literally just attacks. So like, imagine being SpongeBob or any of these characters. You know what I mean? There's no voices at all. It's just attacks. There's no sound effects. It's just like woo, woo, like that's it. I'm like, what the
Wow. So
fuck?
you think it's still in beta,
Beta,
probably?
exactly. It's very much beta.
I'm still very excited about it, but one, I haven't played it. Two, they have definitely voiced multiple times that there would be no voice acting and that it would just be sound effects and music, and that like there would be no voice acting whatsoever, and it would be something that would be included later. They have definitely said that multiple times.
Right, and I
have
thought it would
read
be
it in
cool.
articles multiple times.
But it's not. It's not at all. Imagine playing Smash and you're not hearing PK Fire. Like, like you're not hearing these characters say their moves and stuff. It's just like SpongeBob just womp, womp, womp. It's a basic sound effect.
But the other thing I did want to say is there are I've seen a lot of like clips of like glitches, and they're really funny. Yeah. And I feel bad for laughing, but I don't know. It just gives me a little schadenfreude because I don't like to buy games on the first day.
Yeah, speaking of first day, that's tomorrow for me with Samus. Oh my god! Yes, I'm a grown ass man and I'm cheering because that's my girl. That's still my girl.
Hey, she has come in many forms.
She was the first lady by herself, solo doing, handling shit by her motherfucking self. Like, and then that in the review at the end, like, I mean, Super Metroid is still my favorite Metroid of all time. But like, Samus comes out tomorrow, like, in less than like 8 hours. I'm like shaking in my boots. I'm super excited, guys. Nice. But this game has to do good, otherwise we're gonna get Metroid Prime 4. So this game has to sell like crazy, which I hope it does.
Yes, yeah, it's true that Metroid Dread is coming out October 8th, and it is available only on the Nintendo Switch. And it does have stellar reviews at the moment. The only criticism I saw is that the robot villains are quote unquote lacking, but I'm sure.
See, I want to hear that because that's BS. Because a lot of these people who's doing reviews now, weren't even freaking born when this lady first came out. So show some good damn respect, okay?
Well, the reviews are stellar though. They're 5 out of 5s, 4 out of 5s.
I read one review where they compared it, where they're like, "Oh yeah, this is just another Metroidvania game." I just looked at it and just kept looking at the comment. I'm like, this created that genre. Metroid and Castlevania is the genre of this game, this platformer type game. And to hear that in a review saying, "Oh, it's another Metroidvania," it's like, bruh, it created the genre. Like, what do you mean it's another Metroidvania? Like Hollow Knight and everything else is based off of this.
It's a mistake.
Every rogue game that you play is based off of this. So yes, show this woman some respect, and I can't wait to show her some respect in like 6 hours. Like, I'm streaming the shit out of this game tomorrow too. Like, I'm really streaming it all day tomorrow. I'm streaming it until I want to play it no more. Like, I'm super, super excited for this game. It's been too long. I mean, we haven't seen this woman since the Wii. It's horrible.
The closer, I know I've kind of been like picking on you and like teasing and laughing at you a little bit about how excited you are for Metroid, but like now that it's finally arrived, I'm really happy for you. Especially because a lot of people are talking, are saying that it is good. I mean, I haven't seen any. You'll have to send me that bad review, but or that comment. Rather.
Yeah, it was actually IGN that reviewed it. They're like, it's a Metroidvania. I'm like, excuse me. Like, read what you just said. I mean, IGN always stands for ignorant for me anyway, but that comment, I'm just like, oh my god, like these cats said they compared it to a Metroidvania, which I'm just like, it is a Metroidvania. Well, I'm excited. I have everything pre-ordered. I got the collector's a copy. I got the 2 ambios for it. Like, I am ready for this girl, this Miss Queen of Gaming. She's the queen of gaming. She did it before Lara Croft did it. She did it before Bayonetta did it by her motherfucking self. Like,
everyone is very excited for Bayonetta 3.
I am. I mean, she just another. I hate to say it, but she's just a spin-off of Devil May Cry, but she still got her own thing. But I'm still more excited to see Metroid Prime 4 actually come to place. Which now Nintendo, hopefully, once they put the numbers out for the top grossing sales of this game, we'll start to see some more love.
If Metroid is not your speed, you should definitely check into the Animal Crossing Direct on October 15th
Mm-hmm.
at 10 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, because it will be 20 minutes long and Nintendo will be talking about all the things coming to Animal Crossing, presumably from Halloween until the end of the year. I've got some predictions, and I predict obviously Halloween, costumes, new villagers, new clothes and DIY items, and obviously new furniture. But new villagers is something that everybody has been pining for and talking about. So if you're interested in that, once again, it is October 15th, 10 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, 20 minutes long, and you can watch it on Nintendo's YouTube channel and Nintendo's Twitch channel.
I never was an Animal Crossing person. What about you, Kimmiko? You an Animal Crossing person?
I would
I mean,
love to play it if I had a Nintendo Switch, but I don't
I
have
want a
it. I'm
Switch
I'm a
too.
PC gamer, so I'll play a lot of PC. Like Minecraft was my thing for a minute, but I'm a big builder, so I don't know if what game would be close to Animal Crossing for PC? Do you guys
wouldn't it be
think?
Sims?
I do like
Mm,
Sims.
I love The Sims. I would love,
Mhm.
I would love to make you a Sim, Kimiko. Is that weird to say?
Um
I do like making people into Sims.
Have you
Like
made
it's
me a Sim yet?
no, but I think about it sometimes. I
Make sure,
want
make
to
sure he's a
like
dick. That's all. Make sure he's knocking shit over just for no reason. Screw
he
you, mom.
definitely your sim definitely has the ambitious trait. That's all I've gotten close to. I would love to do it like more like in person with people, as the world slowly gets back to normal, because then they'd be able to like have a say in how they look, and
I'm
I could
surprised there
actually
isn't
look
a
at them.
Sim Dungeon and Dragon expansion pack.
Like, okay,
they got a
That
so
would be
cosplay
gangster
one.
as shit. That would be gangster as fuck. Like doing like
uh
Sims and then it's online DD and D style with characters. That shit. Oh, maybe
a,
more people just play Dungeons and Dragons. I don't know. I
a
miss
lot of
that. I miss that in
people
real life. I miss connecting with people playing D and doing dungeon matches and shit like that. I miss that so bad.
Yeah,
well a
we
lot
we
of
should do some that are like virtual though. Those have been popular too.
What's a good? I know Jackbox Gaming, but like, there's actually virtual D&D shit. I mean, outside
Mhm.
some of the games.
Mhm.
You can just basically do it the classic way, or they have online versions of D&D as well.
I did a
Well,
TTRPG on Discord with some people in the Black Sim Gaming Discord.
Oh,
how
nice.
was that? Was that fun? Was it cool? How long did it last?
Yeah, it was fun. There was about 5 or 6 of us. I Jory DeJesus, who was a subject for our Game Developers of Color highlight series on our website, he um was gracious enough to share the starter like RPG that you get when you back the Kickstarter. And so a couple of us, so when he asked about it in one of the channels, I automatically wanted to do it. I had only done like Pathfinder. I've never been part of like an actual D&D campaign.
Mm-hmm.
So I was like, okay, I'm like, sign me the crap up, like I was ready for this Avatar TTRPG since like the moment they like announced it, because like it's like the best thing ever. Well,
Is it
and
out yet or is it not out yet?
it's not out. It won't be out till next year. The
Mm-hmm.
Kickstarter, I believe. I'm not sure if the Kickstarter is still ongoing or if it has officially ended. But you did get a lot of cool stuff if you back the Kickstarter. I personally did not back the Kickstarter, but Jory did, and that's how, like I said, how he was able to get the like pre-done uh I don't know, like the already like put together like campaign, and it came with like its own like character sheets, and it came with like blank character sheets just in case you wanted to create one, and then you had to just use just like regular like dice. It was really neat. I had a
That
good
sounds
time.
badass as hell. That's why I'm looking forward to that shit.
Yeah, I had like an earthbender who had like a dance fighting style. It was cool.
Earth dance style.
Yeah, it was the bee's knees. I
What about you, Chemical? What are you playing lately for tabletop? Anything?
Mm, um, it's a game called Caffeine Hit. And so basically this game you're trying to like uh make as many points for caffeine. It's a little cheesy, but it's cute. So you're trying the card where it's a race to get the most caffeinated built sets. So you build sets, and it kind of reminds me a little bit of how Gin Rummy, you build your sets and you count them at the end, whoever has the highest points. But another tabletop game I've been like, actually, I want to re-illustrate is a classic. It's called Millborns. It's a racing game, like the Indy 500 racing game, and I'm actually
Mm.
using it as a prop for my laptop. But hey, life, right?
Right.
So let me show it to you. Woo! So I have this as well, and this
Hmm.
is really cool because it it has all the cards and all these pictures, but I want to draw my own version of it. So I don't know how old this game is or how I can work that, but I mean, it's the same. Like there's a couple games that I have an interest, especially classic card games, that I want to re-illustrate because I think the tabletop game lane, especially going to the Southern Fried Gaming Expo,
Yeah.
it was all in. Everyone's like showing me the different games, the different scenarios.
I
Some were
noticed
about
that it's a lot of different games. Like this past weekend, I was at the Origins Game Fair in Columbus, Ohio, and like it was everybody had their own shit. What is this going on? Like I'm over here looking for
yeah.
like Munchkin and shit. It was like everybody's at their own game. I'm like, and the thing about creating your own game, like, that shit gets complicated. Like to sit there and like, yo,
Yeah,
like to come up with these different moves and different stuff and actually plan stuff it out. But yeah, it was
the
pretty cool. Like
rules.
only, but it
Yeah.
was weird because like even though they were showcasing demoing these games, none of them had it for sale. I'm like, why are you showing? Like, we can pre-order. I'm like, no, motherfucker, I want to buy this shit now. I ain't trying to
Yeah,
pre-order
no,
this shit.
I actually got a couple of them. I wish I knew the names of them, and I even got like a almost like a D&D style game,
Mm-hmm.
but it's more dark, and I have to figure out. The guy was so excited because I told him I'm going to be doing game reviews and stuff and how to's on games. And one of the things he showed me was this. I really wish I knew the name of the game, but he gave me a big box that was like the Dungeon Masters how to play it and how to do it thing. And
Comes
I
with a
was like,
fog machine.
whoa. I was like, this huge box full of like instructions
Mm-hmm.
and character sheets and stuff. And
Wow.
I was like waiting to the time I can like, it's going to slow down soon. I don't know why, but everyone in August decided they wanted to put their have their conventions out. So now I will actually soon have time to get to play some of the games and kind of read it really well.
Mm-hmm.
So that
Nice.
way, I think what's cool is nowadays, a lot of tabletop games have QR codes, and the QR codes go to the YouTube channel that'll teach you how to use that part or play that
Yeah.
part.
Oh
So
wow.
I want to make some versions of that, like quick how to. So while you're playing with your family and actually spending some very valuable time, you like, oh, click on this, boom. Now I know how to do this really quick. So
Mm.
that'll be one of my goals for tabletops because like I said, with tabletops, I mean, even if you go virtual tabletop gaming, anyone has the game called Tabletop Simulator?
No, I do not.
I've heard of it.
That is really good. So you you literally it almost feels like you're in VR, but you're just in regular, and you have, you seat into whatever seats that are assigned, and you can create your own games or demos of games, or you can play some of the classic games that are there like
Mm.
Monopoly and stuff like that. I think I played a game of Monopoly. Unfortunately, I lost at the very end, but we took 8 hours playing
Oh,
it
that's
on.
nothing. I've been in 16-hour games. Like, that ain't shit. That's a breather. That's a
So,
work shift.
8
That's a work
hours.
shift.
Oh man, I played some Warhammer. Literally, we started at 4 o'clock in the afternoon and it finished to freaking like literally the next day. Like sun was coming up.
Civilization 6 or Civilization 5.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my god, 22 hours gameplay.
Yeah, see, it goes hard.
Mm.
See, it goes hard as hell. But I miss those though. I miss those like I don't miss the smell, but I miss those times.
The smell? What smell?
Oh, 16 hours of hardcore freaking tabletop RPG. You start getting that ripe. that
Oh
ripe
yeah,
stress
from just
smell.
being sedentary.
Right.
Yeah.
Oh man.
So we're talking a lot about buying games, pre-ordering games, and how we want games now. You want to know who's making big money off of gaming?
Oh, I already know who it is. Well, go ahead.
Who is it?
For me, I definitely think
Yeah.
it's definitely gonna be a mobile. It's gonna be a mobile company that's making money.
Mobile company?
Yeah.
Like Google?
No.
Oh, so you mean like Apple, because
Damn
that's
right.
who's making the money off
Yep.
gaming. Let me tell you, the Wall Street Journal and Sensor Tower have both done their own analyses. One of them says that $8.5 billion
Yep.
was made by Apple with just gaming. And then the other one says that they made $11 billion off of gaming. Now, it could be either or because of their analysis. It's based off of estimates, so we're not entirely sure. The time period is October 2018 to September 2019, but they definitely beat out the big three, which are Sony, Microsoft, Nintendo, and then they even beat out Activision.
Because people don't understand how much money you actually make more off of casual gaming. You don't make shit off the hardcore gamer. You don't make nothing. Like that proves like, yo, with the iPhone, most people who have the iPhone, especially during the pandemic, just downloading shit left and right through Apple Arcade. These numbers make, and it's the reason why Epic Games is upset because they know they get more downloads through iPhone. It's the reason why they're fighting for this shit. And Apple knows this shit too. So like to see these numbers makes fucking sense because every casual gamer is literally buying 20, 30 fucking games off the freaking App Store before they buy the hardcore gamer who has a console is buying that one game a month. And that's the difference. It's simple math. They're like, there's 4 game releases a month. If you have a fucking mobile device, you download shit every fucking day. Check this out.
Yep. I can't tell you how many times I've downloaded a game just for the sake of trying it and then just like deleted it a few days later, only to, once again, a few days later, download another mobile game just to try it.
Especially free games. Especially like free-to-play games. Yeah, like free-to-play games are horrible. Like, it's one game I'm playing right now called Empire where you just sell drugs. I hate to say it, but you sell weed and shit. And I've already invested
has one too.
Like I invested like $150 in this game already. Like this game is freaking crack. Like I just got like right now, it's got a notification saying like, "Hey, your plants are ready." Like it's freaking crack. And so I get that, but like yeah, like people mobile gaming. I always said like I hated mobile gaming, but like it's money. People they will spend 99 cents so fast without even thinking about it over spending $60 at the store. And you get 1 million people doing that every freaking day. Guess what? That's good freaking money.
Yep.
And on top of it, you see all these shitty freaking games that they come on, especially on Snapchat. You're going through Snapchat and these horrible game ads pop up. But people are downloading this shit though. Like one game is like an arrow game where you change arrows and different level up and shit. Like each game is fucking... Oh, and like the survival zombie game that nobody plays, but everybody downloads the shit for like fucking 20 minutes. Man,
you know what's been bothering me though?
What's that?
About mobile gaming is that a lot of the advertising that is done does not match the gameplay, and I feel like that is like a gray area that like needs to be addressed.
Who's gonna punish
you? Do you think the AdSense is doing that, or like,
no? It's just So when
it's just random, or
no, it's developers doing that on purpose. They literally they do a cut motion graphics of the game. The push like the game looks like, then people go download it. Like, what the fuck is this? They got the download.
Oh, because it's like all pretty. That's what they used to do back in the day too. They used to have
get the download, and then they get the ad money, the AdSense money from the advertising for people clicking on it. So yeah, that's why you see all these games that look like shit. Like they all look like freaking they just made in 2 days because they're getting. I
felt that way about Sims a lot. I felt like I was being falsely advertised to because I'd see the gameplay. I mean, and then you play for real. I
mean, who's gonna sue the company in India? Like exactly. I don't give a shit. Well, they get approved in the market, which is weird because I didn't get approved on Google for selling my book, for selling the book. They didn't approve it.
What?
Yeah, like they literally said, they sent me emails and they're like, "Oh, you didn't write this." I'm like, "I didn't write this for 16 years. I didn't write this."
How could you have not written it?
Exactly, and I even sent them proof, and they still was like, "Yeah, I'm not gonna approve this." I'm like, "Wow." So if you think that somebody wrote all these characters and it wasn't me, yeah.
How upsetting.
Thanks, Google Books.
No.
Because Amazon put it up. It's on Amazon and shit too. But like, it blew my mind that out of all places, because Google usually you can put anything on Google, they don't give a shit. All of a sudden it came to the graphic novel that we did, and they're just like, "Yeah, you didn't write this." Literally, the email said it. It's like, "Yeah, we need proof that you written this."
Yeah, so in case you kind of missed or have not had a chance to check out the website shop yet, ECO The Beginning is available for digital download, and you can also pre-order a hardback edition now, and it comes in 3 separate, very nice hardback covers. And the digital download, like I said, is available now. You can get it, like Tim said, on Amazon and at besn.tv/shop. And when you download one of our comics, remember, or pre-order one of our comics, remember, you are directly funding us so that we can keep bringing you content every single day because we love to do so.
And plus, just show some love. Like, I love it. Tell me what it is. But so far, everybody's gave me some good reviews. I'm loving the reviews I've been getting from it, so I'm super happy. Like, I'm super excited.
Good.
We're working on our second book, the new comic right now. That's actually in production. We got a couple character models that came back, so... And then our game as well too. So we got a lot of stuff we got going over here. It's just been, it's been a breather. But it still shocks me about this Google Book shit. I'm like, these motherfuckers don't think I did this shit. Okay. Well,
it's heartbreaking, honestly.
It is. And I did appeal today, and they gave me appeal back, and they're still like, yeah, we're not gonna prove it. I already know what it is. I think it's right because the sex scene. They're like, oh yeah, we can. But I'm like, you have other books that have crazy sex scenes, but whatever. Knock me, why don't you?
They'll sell a book by a white woman who falls in love with the coronavirus, but they won't. Yeah.
It's so sad.
You didn't. I'm in some writer groups, Kimmiko. Let me tell you.
Yeah, she's a book geek.
I'm in some women of color writing groups, and and the minute somebody sent that screenshot and was like, a white, and just told me,
Right, and it's on Google Books, but they won't publish this shit. Like, this no.
I just don't get it. I guess they think that because it's all words and not words and pictures, I guess they'll think people are less likely to order it. Well, the joke's on them.
They have a whole comic and graphic novel section on Google Books. That's what blew my mind. I'm like, especially like with big series like freaking Invincible, which has continuity. I mean, even Walking Dead and stuff, but those are all published, no problem. But like they see Angels and Demons fucking, oh, hold up. What's this guy doing? He didn't write this shit. But anywho, I'm excited though. I like it. And that's the other thing too. Actually, I want to talk to you here pretty soon, Kimmiko, because with all this experience with tabletop game, I'm like, maybe I can make ECO into a tabletop game.
That could be.
That would be so cool.
But wouldn't it be a lot though? It'd be a lot of
pieces.
What game? I played a game with you, Kimmiko. It was like a robbery game. Was that you I played with?
Ooh, a robbery game.
Yeah. It was one game that we played at Smash Thursday. Like, everybody's playing this shit. What was it? Damn. It was crack.
A robbery?
Yeah.
And what were you stealing?
Oh my god, it was like I was stealing something. Like, you had guns and stuff, you had different weapons. God, it was years ago. It was like 2 years ago.
Oh man, I think no. That wasn't a robbery game. Was it Zombie Side? No.
No,
I forgot. I know we played Monopoly.
Yeah.
The card game, Monopoly card game. I forgot. That was really good.
The card game?
Yes. It's a very annotated version of Monopoly. And it was very intense. People was getting, stealing property from each other and everything.
Oh, man.
Yeah, I think as I get older, I see why I'm liking tabletop gaming a lot more, because it's like it's giving me that old people time where I'm just like, oh yeah, I'll sit down and play a game of this.
Like old people sitting down in the park and playing chess.
Right. I missed it. I hate to say it, but I missed the introduction. I missed being in a table with like
It
8
was called
cats.
Monopoly Deal.
Yes.
That was one of the games we played
Like I
during
missed
Smash
that.
Thursday.
Being 8 people in a fucking room and everybody's getting plastered and just playing the freaking tabletop game. Like
That's
Cards
pretty fun.
Humanity. Oh my god, I miss
Oh
playing that so
yeah.
bad.
I love Cards Against Humanity.
I used to get some racist shit though. I was like, ooh, that's not appropriate.
Yeah, people get real raunchy with Cards Against Humanity.
Hmm.
I mean,
So speaking of getting raunchy in games, so China, the country of China, is at it again with tightening their video game restrictions. Now they're saying that titles that are submitted for licensing have to meet the guidelines regarding moral values and representation of Chinese philosophy and history. Developer wares can no longer be considered pure entertainment. Games have to be reviewed by regulators. And possible flag red content includes, but is not limited to, leaking state secrets, superstitious belief, glorifying violence, false hysterical narratives about both events and figures, encouraging self-harm, and they don't think that gamers should have the right to choose between good and evil. And
this sounds like America in the '90s when like violent video games. Like, oh my god, like that's. I mean, I see. We all know China has like a bad gaming problem because people literally eat, sleep, shit games over there. And I know China's trying its best to try to regulate that stuff, but like, come on, that's just ending creativity. Like, you can't be good or bad. It has to be in the middle. We need to make sure your references are all there. Like, come on now, y'all. Like, what kind of shit is that? I mean, like, really? Like, some of the best stories, like, even martial art films are freaking from China. Well, actually, mostly from Hong Kong, but, like, don't edit that shit down. Like, stop. But motherfuckers ain't working. China's like, no, we need this money. We get these taxes from y'all. I'd rather go to a lounge and game for 28 hours. Like I said, 28, not 24. What are you going to do?
The kicker for me was that if the regulators can't tell if a character is either male or female, then it is considered problematic.
Ooh, that sounds like a Dave Chappelle situation.
Yeah, I don't really know what's going on with that. I haven't even seen the Dave.
It was funny. It blows my mind
I've
because
never seen the Dave Chappelle show, and I've never seen Dave Chappelle perform except on Saturday Night Live.
And it's sad because like this is the world we live in now. People are so, oh my god, you hurt my feelings. It's fucking a joke, y'all. It's a joke.
But what happened?
Oh, he goes in. Like he knows that the LGBTQs hate him. So he just goes in worse and worse and worse. But like once again, he's just joking about shit. And it's a scene where I don't know. I mean, have anybody watched it besides me?
No.
Kimmiko?
What?
Have you watched it?
Mm-mm.
Okay, I don't want to spoil it because it's funny as shit. It's funny as raw because he says a point. This is the point he says. He's like, yo, the baby, if y'all know who he is, he's a rapper. The baby actually was in Walmart and killed somebody. And got no slack for that. But the minute he says something about, certain people, he gets dragged. He's like, hold on, it's okay. And Dave Chappelle's like, listen to that. It's okay to murder somebody who's no longer in this realm. But to talk bad about a person's sexual preference, he gets shitted on. It's just like, I mean, that's logically makes sense. Like, a whole person's not here in this world.
But I got a question, though, about DaBaby. And, okay, I've never heard anybody talk about him killing someone until pre-recording this podcast.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I never, ever, even when he first made the comments that he did at the concert, nobody even then mentioned him ever killing someone in a Walmart. And I would just like to know why now is the time that this reminds me of people like in my hometown who are like, free my homie, but they literally killed somebody.
Right.
Like, I feel like we've been talking about the wrong thing for too long. Like, how long has it been since he murdered like somebody? And why are we like just now talking about it why do I have to learn about it through somebody who watched the Dave Chappelle special? Like, that's what I want to know.
But it's the thing though. Ready for this though? Why do people give a shit about other people's opinions so damn much? it's called freedom of speech. You can say whatever the fuck you want. Like, I mean, I hate to say it, but you know, you have Ku Klux Klan on there. You're like, well, we're doing, but I'm just saying. But nobody jumps on their back.
Well, I think that legal consequences are different than social consequences. Like, you can't, like, you should not say fire in a crowded theater when there isn't one type of situations.
Mm-hmm.
And also, we're kind of trying to, we now live in a world where a lot of information is available all the time. So now we are learning about things that we feel like we should have learned about our entire lives. So now we have to kind of reconcile what we've grown up with what we're learning now.
Yeah.
And now we have to figure out, well, how do I keep what I've learned and how I'm feeling on the inside from...
Keep it to your fucking self. That's the thing. It's like that's the problem. Like, everybody wants to share their anger and this game. Like, yeah, do a blog. Like, who gives a shit? But, like, don't make that what the world is about now. And that's the thing. Like, everybody can have their opinion all fucking day. That's life. But, like, don't be mad because you voiced your opinion on this, I voiced my opinion on that. Now it's like we have to battle now because we don't see things eye to eye. That's life. Period. Nobody's gonna see everything eye to eye. What's good to somebody may be bad to somebody. Like, in everybody's fucking eye. It's all about fucking choices. So I'm just like, yo.
I think the fact that it is about choices has helped me, like, pick and choose more of, like, my battles in just everyday life. Like, is it something...
But it's the problem. Everybody wants to be right. That's the issue. Everybody wants to be right, and it's like you're just not right. There you go.
At some point, I got there, but at some point, you get sick of being right all the time, and you just want to, like, hold yourself accountable, and just dust yourself off, and just, like, keep going.
Mm-hmm. I mean, how do you feel about the situation, Kimmiko? You've been awfully quiet.
She's just listening.
I don't want to comment on that. That's
really?
It is in my best interest not to say anything about things like that.
Hey, all I'm saying, this is our podcast. Everything's opinionated. It's perfectly okay to voice your opinion on something. Don't feel threatened by anything.
No,
I don't think I'm freaking attack you. Come on now. We're all a team here. Just having a conversation.
It's okay, Kimmiko.
Right. Look at you still. No comment. The fifth. Fifth. Anywho, I mean, comedy mean, like, I've heard way worse shit from Red Fox to Richard Pryor. I mean, even Bernie Mac. So, like, I'm always laugh. I want a good joke. I love dark humor. The darker, the better. Like Bill Burr. Like, I love dark shit where people just like, ew. That's crossing the line there, but it's comedy. It's supposed to be funny. That's supposed to be like, oh, I'm gonna do a 20-page report on this comedy show.
You know who else crossed the line this week, though?
What's that? Who did?
The Watcher.
Ooh, are we going into What If, the finale?
Yes. I wanted to save it for last because it is the thing that I want to talk about the most. And the What If season finale was episode 9, and it was called What If the Watcher Broke His Oath, in which he has plucked everybody that we've seen in this season and one person that we didn't see from their universes and have made them the guardians of the multiverse. And they are a super heroic team of T'Challa the Star-Lord, Eric Killmonger the Black Panther, Captain Carter. Captain Carter's my favorite.
Yeah,
shout out to Captain Carter. A Black Widow. And who's the last one? Oh, Supreme Strange. And Party Thor. Can't forget about Party Thor. And our good friend Gamora with the Infinity Stone Crusher.
Well, she had her father's outfit, by the way, if you noticed. She was Thanos. She had the Thanos outfit and Thanos blade. Which they already said that her story will be in season 2. They didn't get a chance to finish her story to be part of this season for What If. But I thought it was funny because it's a meme out already where they say 100% power and then it shows just Doctor Strange at 99% superpower. Which I'm like, because if they would have all been dead if it wasn't for Doctor Strange. Like, Doctor Strange was 100%, you will all be destroyed using protection spell. But, like, I love Star-Lord. Like, T'Challa. It's sad because, like, they announced that T'Challa actually was going to get his own series with the Star-Lord T'Challa, which I'm kind of sad about. But it was a great finale. I thought it was fantastic. Like, Party Thor was just still Thor. Thor was still doing this thing. But the fact that we didn't get the backstory with Gamora, I thought that was kind of irritating. But Yeah, and then to see like Killmonger, Killmonger is gonna betray him, but I like Thor's quote though. Thor literally said like, "Yo, I trust everybody."
Yeah. And I was just thinking about that too when he was asked, "Do you trust them?" And then he says, "I trust everybody." I think that is, I don't know. It's
But
something
that's
about it
Thor
just
though,
tugs at
because
your heartstrings a little.
with Thor, that's the thing about Thor. Like he never judges people. He's like, "Yo, if we
Yeah.
gonna fight, it's gonna happen down the line anyway." And plus his brother's Loki. He's always been no tricks on me his whole life. So that's why he's like, I trust everybody. That's why he always fall from Loki's freaking schemes all the time because he's here for a good time.
A good time, not a long time.
Even though he's 1,500 years old, but whatever.
Right.
Whatever.
I really do think that like this episode has solidified how much the Watcher has like become my favorite character.
Oh, especially with Jeffrey Wright playing him too. Like he is like the true voice of the Watcher. Like he killed it. His voice is fantastic. His character, like even like he started joking towards the end and stuff, like being more reliable and just being more like. But I love the previous episode where Ultron was like, it's kind of creepy. You just sit there and watch people.
Narration wise, I think Jeffrey Wright is going to become the new Morgan Freeman. And in terms
he
of
already
narration,
is.
Yeah, I agree.
I mean, I hate to say it, Morgan Freeman is up there in age. Like it's only a matter of time. I hate to say that, but Jeffrey Wright is the new Morgan Freeman, or Giancarlo Esposito too. He's a good narrator as well too. But
I don't think I've heard anything from him yet.
What? Giancarlo Esposito? He just did Far Cry 6.
I haven't really seen too much. Oh, I know.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. I have a hard time pronouncing his first name, but his last name, it always clicks with me.
Right. Giancarlo Esposito.
Yeah.
which is my vote for Doctor Doom. Like, he would be an excellent Doom. He was an excellent villain in freaking The Mandalorian. I think he'd be perfect to play Doctor Doom. Like, yes.
Do you think we'll see Doctor Doom in season 2? What if?
No, because it's still based in the MCU.
Oh.
Yeah, everything is the what if is based on MCU. Like, there's not. Otherwise, we just all the comic book shit happen. But nope, they still ain't brought in. I mean, you can't bring in Doom until you bring in the Fantastic Four. That's automatic. You just can't throw him in there. Gotta have. He is the anti Reed Richards. He only comes when Reed Richards is there. So unfortunately, we're not gonna see Doctor Doom until the Fantastic Four movie in 2023 or 2024. But boo.
Kimmiko, are you watching anything good on TV?
Yeah.
Such as?
Can you tell us? Yeah.
So my life's been chaotic. So I've been like, whenever I watch something, I want to just kick back and chill.
Mm-hmm.
So I've been watching Midnight Diner. That's my feel good.
What's that?
Midnight Diner's on Netflix, and I like it because it reminds me the way they shoot the film or whatever, or each episode is almost like an anime where there's a lot of inside talking, like inner speech and a lot of emotions in it. So it's a little diner that a man has in Japan, and it opens from midnight to 6 a.m. or 7 a.m. And there's different characters that come in, and they have like mini stories of their own. So,
this feels like my kind of show.
And it has like some controversy in it, like from the get-go, you got a stripper that starts coming in there, but it's a different kind of stripper. And so everybody's like all into her, and the culture is really shown a lot there, how sex workers are and things of that nature. So
Interesting. Because hey, did you ever finish *Halt Catch Fire*?
Yes, I loved it, and I was sad.
Yeah, that was a great series. That was probably one of the. That's like, especially growing up in that age too, like to see all that shit happen again. Like I love the show. The show was like the best '80s to '90s show transfer, like especially when it came to tech and startups. Like it was so perfect, so good. Sad ending, but it was good. 'Cause I grew up in the '80s and '90s of gaming, like with the quarter trick to freaking playing the controllers. Just it was so good, but oh well. I mean, what else you watch? Anything else?
Oh, Beastars had their
second
second season. Yeah. So
I love Beastars.
I was about to say something off the wall, but I was about to say that whole ass rabbit.
I haven't finished it.
That rabbit was out there. She was for the streets.
Her storyline was really good though, on how she felt. Uh,
It's like everybody can get a piece of this rabbit.
hmm
No, but it's deeper than that, though. Like,
It's like when she lays down, she's not small anymore.
Right. Right. I was like,
When
what?
everybody lays down with her, like,
I know where she's coming from, though. Like being, like the shortest person around most of the time. Like, I
why
know
is it
how it feels.
texting me on two different?
Interesting.
I just feel I did really like Beastars, and when you finish it, I hope you enjoy it too. And I looked it for there to be. I think if they ended it where they did, I think I'd be fine. But I'm really hoping for a third season.
Okay, so there's this show on Apple TV, and
Which one? The gaming
I
show?
no, it's
Oh.
called C. It's a drama series.
Oh yeah,
With
that's got
Jason
Jason
Momoa,
Momoa and
right?
yeah, it's got Jason Momoa in it.
Dave Bautista.
Yep.
Okay, the second season is out, and I have not watched it yet, and I'm like ready.
I haven't watched any
I'm
season of it yet. I haven't watched it at all.
Yes, 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 yes. So, definitely, yes. It started October 8th or
Mhm.
October, no, no, October 27th. So, episode is all the way up to season 2, episode 7. So
Oh
that
wow.
one, really great storyline. Definitely some interesting apocalyptic thoughts. The first 2 episodes is kind of hard to get into
Mhm.
for me because I'm trying to see the relevance, and then as you continue on, you'll start seeing like it gets deeper and deeper into the storyline. And I'm all about the reveal.
Yeah.
Like every person that you see in real life, there's a story behind it, and you don't know how many lives they have lived throughout their life. You know what I mean?
Mhm.
So when I watch a series, I'm always interested in, or even play a video game, I'm always interested in learning more about or revealing the layers about the character. Mhm.
That's deep.
Interesting. Interesting. Well, 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 well. Well, this has been
Don't cry,
fantastic,
everyone.
y'all. This has been freaking great. This has been our Blerd Soup episode 15. We are shutting it down for this season. We'll be back in a couple weeks for our season 2.
Oh
But once
yeah.
again, appreciate our new CMO Kimmiko for joining us on the podcast. And that's with Fonzarelli as well too. It's your boy T Fields, and we see you guys soon.
Woo
Thanks so
woo.
much. Later. Boom. Stop.